Hey Pisces, your April tarot reading is ready. I'm Eleanor. Welcome to Pink Pearl Tarot. I have no intro. I'm ready to get right to it. Your cosmic influence for April is power. This is called power in this deck, but it equates to the Hierophant in traditional tarot. And then for where you will find yourself on your journey in April, you have watching clouds. It says lie back, rest, and relax. Okay, so with the Hierophant or power and watching clouds, it means that this month is all about connecting to the divine through stillness. One of the things that the Hierophant can represent is the way man creates ritualistic, traditional, or sacred ways to interface with the inexplicable source energy, to order it and make sense of it so that we can approach it and experience it. The positive qualities of organized religion. It creates processes by which we can still the mind and reduce distractions or cleanse our energy so that we can feel that divine power. And that's something that you're being invited to explore in April. That's ways of reducing distractions and cleansing your energy so you can feel that connection. So the first question I asked then is some advice on how to do that, on how to reduce the distractions. And you have the moon. So there's a little bit of a challenge there. A willingness to be in mystery, to be in the dark, and to wean yourself off of the need for clear-cut explanations that invite too much external information coming in. To put it more simply, it's like, can you sit in the discomfort of silence, or do you always have to have something going on in the background? Does that feel scary or lonely in some way? And this is also a state that you enter alone, just you and the divine. So watch out for that need to be led, because you can be misled. Trust your own deep knowing, your dreams, and proceed courageously, because fear can also be a distraction. So for where you will see the most change, Pisces, you have the Ace of Swords. Let's see. New knowledge, new wisdom, new truth. By turning off the chatter and facing your silent depths, something incredible is revealed to you, something that you can't unknow. It reminds me of the line from The Matrix, was he say something like a splinter in your mind, only it's not supposed to be a mild irritation. It's supposed to be game-changing. It could be a truth that you discover about yourself, the nature of the universe, of people, an unmet need, or like something that you believed turns out not to be true. It could be anything. So for what will be your biggest obstacle, you have the Four of Swords. Okay. It's going to be actually carving out that sanctuary for yourself, claiming the space and time that no other people can enter or influence. And for some of you, it's about maintaining awareness and not falling asleep while meditating or napping as a coping mechanism for boredom. It's meant to be a little uncomfortable. And I think a big thing that comes up with Four of Swords is confusing inactivity with stillness. One can sit all day staring at a TV and their mind is never actually still. It's just passively allowing itself to be dismantled or influenced. So we're looking for deep renewal, not entertainment. So for what's the best thing about this month, you have, oh, this guy's not wearing pants. Eight of Cups. Cover up the butt. Okay. Eight of Cups. You're walking away from something that has become a dead end and an emotional drain with no return on investment. This energy is more about what you're walking towards than away from. It's like the resuming of a journey for more, for higher, for wholeness, for what is for you. The Eight of Cups comes in when we're no longer willing to settle for crumbs. We embrace our worth. We awaken to our value. And then we put the things that have run their course in the rear view. This kind of reminds me of the final scene of Muriel's wedding when they're in the car driving away and they're saying goodbye. Goodbye street, goodbye mall, goodbye beach, goodbye porpoise spit. So there's just kind of like a celebration of saying goodbye to something and then moving on to better. So for what will be your influence and impact on others, you have the Hanged Man. Okay. Honestly, their answer is to focus. It's not to focus on that. They're really calling you inward on your own journey towards fulfillment, towards self-worth, and your own divinity. So what others think really is not your concern right now. And it makes sense that if you're taking time to withdraw a little bit more in April, that does actually reduce your influence on others. Now, for some of you, though, your absence is definitely felt, and it causes people to get a different perspective themselves. Like they're forced to face some of their own stuff. They might actually miss having you around as a distraction. So for what opportunities you should be looking for, you have the 10 of Cups. Oh, beautiful. Opportunities to do what brings you joy and bliss. So obviously you aren't locking yourself away the entire month with no interactions with others. You'll still be at work with people, your family will be around, but look for opportunities to connect with the people who bring you the most genuine joy, the ones who feel like home, the ones who see you and love you as you truly are, not the ones that you have to perform for in order to earn their attention and affection. And with that, I feel like I need to point out, it's very important to know the difference between the intermittent high of getting a crumb here and there from someone versus true fulfillment. So you're not looking for opportunities to scoop up crumbs as good as they feel. These are opportunities to follow true bliss and to lose yourself in what you're doing. So where you will find the most support, you have the 5 of Wands. There's another sign that got this same thing. And what it boils down to is it's like the gutter guards that they put up at the bowling alley for the kids. They're obstructions, essentially. They're blocks. But they keep the ball out of trouble. So it's the little barriers that come up that could be frustrating at times. They're guiding you. It's like, for example, spilling something when you're making your breakfast. It makes you 10 minutes late to get out the door. And then you find yourself stuck in traffic, of course, because there was a car accident. A car accident that you would have been in if you got out the door 10 minutes earlier. The spill sucks. The traffic sucks. But you're okay. You're protected. So for your self-care directive, you have the Ace of Cups. Oh, this makes perfect sense. Feel your feelings. Let them out, let them through, let them flow, let them communicate, and then let them move on. Also, shower yourself with love. All that you do, even if it's something that brings discomfort, do it with loving intentions towards yourself. What's that saying? You can't hate yourself into becoming something that you will love. So however you would treat someone that you love, that's how you treat yourself this month. Okay, Pisces, much love, and I'll talk to you next month. Thank you.